Hi, I'm Deborah Daniels with the Green Project here at Mount Tabor United Methodist Church. This statement says that hopefully one day the Green Book won't have to be published. To me, it's likened to the Underground Railroad, but hopefully there are places now that are open for everybody and that equal rights are everywhere. But there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. It was a Green Book movie where I first learned about the Green Book. We didn't know about the Green Book. I guess we weren't affluent enough to know about the Green Book, but last year we went with a group from the church who did the same exhibit, and they wanted to bring the exhibit here so more people could learn about what happened during the era from the 1930s to 1960s, about where accommodations were and what business was like for African Americans at that time.
I found out about the Green Book when I was a little girl. I didn't know it was a book, like I would go to the shelf and get a book to read. But we lived in Hampton, Virginia. My mother's family lived in Raleigh, and my father's family lived in Durham. And in order to come down those two-lane highways to get from Hampton, Virginia to Durham, North Carolina, you had to find where you could have your children to go to the bathroom, where you could eat. And we knew exactly where to go. My father had that information, and he seemed to have papers all of the time rather than a book. But we knew we could stop at a place in Murfreesboro, Virginia, and we knew that was a place where Negroes could go and use the bathroom and get something to eat. And that's how I found out about the book. I did not know that the book included things like for beauticians, or I knew about the hotels and the gas stations where you could get gas. But when I saw this in Durham, my aunt actually studied under Jacqueline de Chazor when she was a young woman, learning to be a beautician in Durham, North Carolina. So my family always knew where there was to go. But I didn't know there was a book that stated all of these places that they could go. So I'm very glad that this book was there, because my father and my mother considered it to be safety for their children, that we would have a place that we could go. The word colored only and Negro only, I could read that long before I could read any book, because that's what our parents had to teach us when they were using that Green Book.
My name is Conan Arthur. I'm a social studies teacher at Mount Tabor High School, and I've really appreciated the exhibit that's been put forth here at Mount Tabor United Methodist Church. It's opened my eyes to a subject in history that I was really not very familiar with at all. And one of the things that I've really enjoyed about this exhibit is that it provides a lot of interesting information that actually serves more as a springboard to more questions that need to be asked. And hopefully it's going to inspire visitors to do a lot more research and investigation into this really interesting topic.